Not check my volume. Oh, good. It's it's okay. Whoops, sorry about that. Anyway, my name is Courtney. I'm really passionate about helping women with invisible illnesses realize that you can still lead a pretty healthy and active lifestyle. It's just not going to be the one you had envisioned for yourself. What the hell else are you going to do? I tell y'all, I'm still sick, and I'm not very happy about it. But I took another COVID test Saturday, and it was negative. So I don't know if I don't know. I don't know. I'm finally going to the doctor on Wednesday to see what the hell. I don't know what they're going to tell. I don't know if there's anything they really can tell me other than, yeah, you're sick. Have a nice day. But yeah. So this is gonna be really short tonight. 'Cause I didn't sleep much last night. I think I got a total of 4 hours of sleep, and it took 3 different attempts to get there. So I'm pretty exhausted. I really have all these new things I want to cover, but y'all, I'm sorry, I'm getting my ass kicked, and I just don't have I got to be able to think to pull stuff together. I just can't right now. So sorry. I'm asking you to bear with me because we're going to be revisiting a lot um, until this passes. Anyway, boo hoo, right? You know, it's really good when you have the boo hoos. Honestly, an evidence file. I didn't even plan that. That just worked out really well. What? Okay. What the hell? What the hell is an evidence file? It can be literally just a file. I have it's so funny because I was looking at I've been saying for years I'm gonna get a new one of these. I have a little 3-ring binder, and all it is, it's full of like thank you cards and notes of appreciation that I've gotten from people. Like I had a student assistant years ago. She was so amazing, and she would always write. I got probably good 20, 30 notes in here from her. But you need one of these. Why? Because we have a negative bias. It's evolutionary. You ever wondered that? You ever wondered why is it that you can have 100 people be nice to you and it's always the one jackass that sticks out in your mind? It's evolutionary. Because the kind people are a lot less likely to be a threat than the negative one. So they stand out more. Research shows it takes 5 compliments to 1 insult. 5 compliments to outdo 1 insult. So 5-to-1 ratio, that's pretty incredible. And you know what's sad? We need to pay more compliments. I years ago I put up a thing on my Twitter account, and I didn't think much of it. And it was something about how men don't ever get complimented. And since I'm very free with compliments, so I didn't think much of it. I was like, well, that's kind of weird. And I put it up on my account and kind of walked away for a while and came back and was like, oh my gosh, it exploded. And the conversation went on for like a week. And it was really heartbreaking how many men get no affirmation that, thanks. You're a good person. I appreciate what you did for me. Now I know it can be a landmine sometimes, but you know, thank you. That was really kind of you to help me out. Thank you. It's all you gotta say to people. We all like to be acknowledged, right? If you keep if you keep this stuff in a binder or in a folder, however the hell you want to keep it, it's a really good gift for yourself because like on a day like today, y'all, I'm depressed as hell. I'll be real honest. I have enough health problems before the COVID. And I have not that I'm saying it's going to happen to me, but I have a friend who's got long COVID. He's been fighting it for months. And I'm just like, oh man, this ain't going away. It's eased a lot, but I still feel horrid. What the hell am I going to do? So I can get out my evidence file. And it reminds me, we're so hard on ourselves. This helps me remember that I am really hard on myself. This helps me see myself through the eyes of people whose lives I've impacted. I've got notes in here from people I only met a time or two, but I made a difference for them, whether it be something through work or however our paths crossed. I've had people, I have a P.O. box, so I don't mind if somebody from the internet wants my mailing address, and my post office knows that Alaskan Courtney is me. So that's never a problem. But I have notes in here from stuff like that. Just people I've never even met that I've impacted their life. I've had people I've never met send me gifts, thank you gifts, because I've impacted their life. That's pretty flipping cool. I'm just some middle-aged woman with a crap ton of health problems, trying to live as happy a life as I can manage. And I get this kind of love. But it's easy on days like this when my pain's out of control, I'm not sleeping, I've got this whatever the hell is going on top of it. I'm miserable. And it's so easy for me to get caught up in the negativity of that. And I know I'm so rambling at you. I'm terribly sorry. But I have I have tangible proof in this book that I'm a good person, that I really do have a positive impact on the world. It's we don't realize, none of us, I don't think, realize how much we do impact those around us. It really is a ripple in a pond, and it just goes out. And you could be kind to somebody, and it turns their day around. Then they go home, and maybe they're nicer to their spouse and their kids, or maybe they go to work and they're nicer to their colleagues. You just don't know. And then those colleagues go home and they're nicer to somebody. It's amazing the impact that you can have. Anyway, boy, I'm really getting off track. Sorry. An evidence file is going to help you track your wins. We don't get big wins very often. You don't get the big things coming down the pipe very often. So you need to celebrate your wins daily. This is a good way to do it. You could also just write them down, And again, a win doesn't have to be anything big. It doesn't have to be something that motivated someone to track you down and send you a thank you card. Some days a win is, seriously, if you've got health issues, a win is you got out of bed and you brush your teeth. Even if all you did was make it to the couch, you got out of bed. That's a win. And if you're having a rough day like that, you damn well better celebrate that. Don't you dare sit there at the end of the day, and I'm lecturing myself here, but don't sit there and, oh crap, I should have done this and I should have done that and blah, blah, blah. You can't do it all. Healthy people can't do it all. There is no way in hell you're going to be able to do it all. You're going to have to learn to let shit go. Excuse my language. You need an evidence file. I'm so sorry. I'm really rambling. You need an evidence file because it's proof that you do make an impact. It's proof that you matter. It's proof that you're important to people. It's proof that you're acknowledged for the nice things that you've done. Okay, now for my gratitude story. So I'm big on having my nails done. Really big on having my nails done. I don't have kids. I'm not big on shopping or anything, but I like having my nails done. Well, I was supposed to go in and get a fill and a new nail design right before my birthday, which was the 29th of August. And I was sick, so I didn't go. So I rescheduled for the next Saturday. Didn't go. It's too sick. So I was like, well, okay, you guys open on Labor Day? Yes, that's good. I'll come in Labor Day. Nope, had to cancel. I was too sick. Well, I tested again this past Saturday evening, and I tested negative. And I had to tell y'all, the first thing I did was picked up my phone and I called the damn nail salon. And it was really funny too, because when I pulled up their number, it says closed. I'm like, I don't care. I'm on call anyway, just in case they're still there, because I know how hard my girls work. And someone was there. They answered the phone, and I was able to get in and get my nails done. And I was really nervous because I am still kind of sickly. Well, I'm still pretty sickly. So I got there. I have a N95 mask that a friend had given me so I could go into work. But I put on the mask and I sanitized my hands. I walked in. I immediately walked up to my nail lady and I was like, look, here's the situation. I've been sick. I've had COVID. I tested negative or I wouldn't be here. I said, well, wear the mask. And I sanitized my hands right before I walked in here. And I said, but if you don't want me to be here, I completely understand. And she just immediately gave me this big warm hug. And she said, we've been so worried about you. I'm going to cry telling you all this because I'm tired. But yeah, none of them, every single one of them was so happy. Even the ones that I barely know, that I literally only know enough to say hi to. They were all, oh, it's so nice to see you. We're so glad you're back. Because it's not like me to cancel. It's not like me to be so sick. They know I struggle with my health stuff. It worried them. And I was so touched by that. And then they told me, like, oh, you missed it. We had a cake and flowers for your birthday. How sweet is that? How many of us truly, I've never had that happen before. How many of us, you go into a place where you're just a customer? I mean, yeah, I'm a good customer, but at the end of the day, I'm a customer. But I love these women. I have so much respect for these women. The girl who does my fingers is Laotian. The woman that owns the shop is Chinese. And the bravery to me that it takes to move to a foreign world, the culture shock, the language barriers, the food, everything is so different. And yet they come and they thrive. They're doing so well over there and they're so kind. And I always ask about everybody's kids because I sincerely am interested. Um, one of them, her little girl just came over from China and she had told me last time I was in, school's getting ready to start. And she said, yeah, she's really nervous because she doesn't speak any English. So I said, hey, how's she doing in school? And the mom said, oh my gosh, that's so kind of you to ask. But I wanted to know. My point, my very long point is when you are sincerely kind to people, you are going to get it back tenfold. Now, does that to say everybody's going to be nice to you like that? No. No, it doesn't work that way. Just because you're nice to people is no guarantee they're going to be nice to you. Although that tells you a lot about that person, doesn't it? Really? But generally speaking, being kind pays off so well. And they were so sweet to me, and they gave me a big discount um, as a late birthday present. And come on, are those not freaking fabulous? I absolutely love my nails. Um, and again, I was just showered with love. And I was like, I don't want to get you sick. They weren't worried about it. They were more worried about my well-being and if I was okay and making sure that I left happy. Well, I always leave happy because they're so sweet to me. But you can do a lot with mutual respect. You can build a lot of bridges. We still have all the cultural differences. We still run into a lot of language barrier problems. But we still love and respect each other. And it just made me feel it was exactly what I needed because I have been down because I'm tired of the fibromyalgia and the Hashimoto's and all that other the normal. And then this is going into I'm on day, oh my gosh, like day 13 of COVID or 14. Crap. No wonder I'm so worn out. But yeah, so things have been tough. So I really needed that. Anyway, that's all I have. Um, I've rambled at you long enough. I hope y'all have a great evening. Look, I'm not an expert. I stole this idea from a woman named Shalene Johnson, who was my first real introduction to personal growth work. But what do you got to lose? Who doesn't? Who doesn't sometimes need something literally? Mine lives on my bookcase right back here. How nice to have something at your fingertips to remind you of the impact that you have, to remind you that you are a good person. So anyway, you guys have a great night. I will be back Wednesday at 5 o'clock.